Welcome to the Man Scouts Podcast, broadcasting to you from a remote location in both Washington and Utah. I am your host, Captain Conan, here with Daddy Dalt. What's up, dude?
What's up?
It was your day yesterday. It was your day. It was your day.
You froze.
You know? No, I didn't freeze. It was your
He
day
already
yesterday.
froze.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there you go. You're back.
That's crazy. It was your day yesterday, dude.
Yeah, dude. 420.
420, Hitler's birthday.
Wait, was it actually Hitler's birthday?
Yeah, it is Hitler's birthday.
Really?
Yeah, it's Hitler's birthday on 420.
Is that why they smoke weed?
No.
So what you're saying is
popularized by the Grateful Dead.
Potheads are actually Nazis.
Nazis. Yeah.
Huh. Wow.
And school shooters, because Columbine was on 420 as well.
Oh my gosh, dude. 420 sucks.
Yeah. So it was your day, though. Congrats, dude. Happy Nazi Day.
Nazis. They're crazy.
Nazis.
You can't live with them, so you have to kill them.
So you had to kill them. And that's what we learned from the movie Inglourious Bastards.
Yep. And Call of Duty Nazi Zombies.
And Call of Duty Nazi Zombies. Because even if they're dead, they're still not good.
Even in death, do they spread terrible rhetoric?
Amen to that, dude. Amen to that. So I'm glad that you are a resident Fallout expert, and now that Fallout is getting all the hype from the show, that you can talk about it. So, dude,
have you seen it?
I haven't seen any of it yet,
dude.
So it's good,
bro. Yes, it's good. And I found out some crazy stuff, dude. Because I found out that apparently it's all canon. Like, it's all like... It's like all a part of the actual Fallout universe.
Who determines what's canon? Is it like a studio or something?
Yeah. It would probably be Bethesda that determines that. But like... Yeah, you know how like certain things in Star Wars get like either retconned or like... They're like, that's no longer canon, or this is canon.
Right.
Yeah, apparently... The Fallout TV show is like canon. Wow. And it takes place after Fallout 4. And you find out some stuff, because dude, I'm a huge Fallout New Vegas nerd. Like, love New Vegas. And you find out some stuff in that that pertain to New Vegas. So
my question is, like, for everyone who doesn't know, Fallout is a video game series that was adapted into a show. It's based off of like a post-apocalyptic world where there's nuclear fallout, right? That's a good summary.
Yeah. There's like essentially there was a big war, and a lot of like not a lot, but like a decent bit of humanity survived in these giant underground vaults. And usually like each Fallout game and or like show or whatever it is, it starts out inside of a vault with somebody leaving the vault for some reason. So it's good, dude. There's like super mutants. There's like mutated creatures and stuff because the radiation, and there's like, and the like U.S. government was like super sadistic and like created different creatures and like to try to fight communism.
Wild.
Yeah, dude, it's tight. But it's like all cultural progression stopped in the 50s, but everything else like kept going. So there's like robots and all this stuff, but everyone dresses like they're in their 50s. Yeah,
I learned there's a style that's referred to as, it's called retro futuristic. It's the same type of thing you see in like
Cyberpunk,
Incredibles.
Or sorry, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. It's like retro futuristic, so it's like old style things from the 50s, but integrated with the higher tech and all those types of things. So
that makes sense, dude. Yeah, I was thinking of steampunk, but yeah, retro futuristic.
Yeah, steampunk. Yeah, I mean that's probably a
kind of
category of it. Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I love the retro futuristic. I think it's sick.
So my question for you is this: Does that make you more or less afraid of like a nuclear apocalypse?
Well, nukes now wouldn't do the same. Obviously, it's like not the same thing.
It's not the same thing. So no. You don't feel like they're as big of a threat as people think they are.
Well, not for Fallout, because most of like, as far as like nuclear contamination, like most of the newer bombs are hydrogen bombs, and it's not the same radiation
So the
like
concern is
exposure.
not the fallout. The concern is just the initial explosion.
Yeah, the initial explosions would be bad. I mean, what would really suck is like if there was an all-out nuclear war. I mean, food and all that stuff would become scarce.
Right.
That part's terrifying, dude. Yeah, trying to find a place where you can get food and like a place to sleep and all that stuff,
So
and
we
not have to
building a
worry about.
bunker or what, dude? I feel like we need to build a bunker.
I mean, I got time.
I
I
feel
got
like we
nothing
need to
but
build
time,
a vault.
dude.
What do we call our vault?
Vault 1.
Are
They're
they just
numbered.
numbered in the worlds?
Yeah, they're just numbered, and some of them are crazy, dude. Like, because they do different like experiments in them and stuff.
And ours would just be full of steroids.
Yeah, dude, and gym
We're
equipment.
injecting ourselves like it opens up like 100 years later, and we're just jacked.
Just jacked old men. We're like, come in. You want to drink out of the drinking fountain? It's nothing but protein shakes. It's awesome.
It's Fairlife protein.
No, dude, I thought about it because I saw that you sent me that FBI thing where they said they're expecting a like large scale
Infrastructure attack, yeah.
infrastructure attack from China. Dude, I was thinking about it because elections are coming up, and I'm like, what a great way to make both sides hate each other is if it's a close race, and then all of a sudden, massive infrastructure attack. Nobody really knows who the president is. Dude, it's scary. That's terrifying.
It's just a soup, and they're just putting little ingredients in. They're like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm afraid of that type of thing. I don't know. It's hard to know if stuff like that would actually happen because we've never experienced it in our lifetime, right?
Yeah, I think if you have like your basic food supplies and water supply, like you're good, dude.
Maybe we'll be way happier, dude. When they shut social media off, when it's shut down, dude.
Some of us would be. I bet you guys are killing it. You got a little family. I'll be all alone.
You're like, I'll be all alone.
I like, dude, it was hard enough to find, a wife when I had dating apps, literally people on my phone that are trying to talk to me. And it's like, good luck in the apocalypse. How are you supposed to find love in the apocalypse, dude?
Dude, you have to journey. You have to make a literal journey for love.
What if you can't find other people? You're just walking around. I feel like I do that already. I've looked under rocks. I've looked in bushes. Where do you find them? Where do you find the one?
Because like people used to just pick someone from the town they lived in. That was it.
That's what Hell did.
We're throttled by the illusion of choice because we have so much we could choose.
Yeah, that's fair.
The grass is always greener when you have way too many choices.
Dude, speaking of choices, I was supposed to hang out with a young lady tonight.
Oh, dating with Dalton update?
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
And very
to be a man.
Wait, what?
And she turned out to be a man. You were supposed to be young.
Dude, this is crazy. She we had plans to hang out, and she hits me up. She's like, listen, I'm so sorry to do this, but my friend just caught her husband cheating on her. I feel like I should probably go spend time with her. And I'm all, yeah, that's a good call.
You do you.
That's fair. That's
what she didn't say is she just caught her cheating with her friend's husband. That's what
oh, yeah, exactly.
It was actually me. So
I'm the other girl. Yeah, I got to go talk to my friend and really smooth this over.
That's hilarious.
It was, dude.
I mean, it's not hilarious. That's big suck, but
Oh, super shitty. But I was like, yeah, go take care of that. That's a good call.
Yeah, I mean, somebody should have put on the armor of God, dude. You know what I mean? I'm here in my childhood room, and it wasn't my room most recently. It was one of my siblings' room. But dude, just gotta love 3 Jesus pictures, an armor of God picture. We got this over here. Come to Christ and be perfected in Him, dude. And
man,
smiling, hugging Jesus. Wow,
a smiling, hugging, dude. You got all the goodies in there.
Yeah, in the background we got Chase's art, right? And it says over here, it says, "Don't trip, homie."
Oh,
And
is that what
then
that's? I was trying to figure out what that said.
yeah,
The
yeah,
middle word is hard to read for me because
yeah,
it's
yeah.
just the
It's the
the
lighting.
yeah.
Don't trip, homie. That's what it says.
I
It's funny
like it.
because he's never tripped in his life, so
He
I
ain't
don't know why he's
tripping.
making art that makes it look like he's getting high.
Yeah, yeah, dude. He ain't
It's good
tripping,
stuff, dude. It's good stuff.
bro.
What's new
What's
with
up?
you, dude?
That's it, man. Yeah, still single, still doing
Yeah,
that.
I'm curious. I'm curious if like they're gonna start. You know, if stuff gets hot, like we're expecting terrorist attacks, we're expecting things like that. Are they going to start notifying local law enforcement? Say, hey, this is what you need to be prepared for.
They usually do. There's like a terrorist threat um thing.
Have you ever gotten like notifications like that while in the case of your police work so far?
I mean, there's times when like certain things happen that we just are prepared for it. You know what I mean? Like
Did you have any of the Palestinian protests blocking roads in your
all the
local
time,
area?
dude. Yeah.
Oh, it happens all the time.
Dude, it's been going on since the whole thing started. They
So
not
they're
so much
blocking roads,
not so much blocking roads necessarily, but definitely like showing up to city council meetings and like
flashing their titties. Yeah.
yeah, just doing stuff, dude. You're like, and it's like I've seen him a couple times outside the city capitol building, and it's just like I don't get it. I don't.
Hey
It's like, what
man,
do you?
queers for Palestine.
Yeah, I don't understand, bro. It's like, what do you think we're gonna do? This isn't Israel. Go there if you want to protest.
It's a great point. It's a great point.
It's so bizarre to me.
It's the current thing, you know. I'm
That's what it
surprised
seems like.
that there's nothing like because let's be honest, if it's like
Let's
genocide,
be honest.
let's be honest, if it's genocide, right? How do you
Uh-huh.
define a genocide? Like how many people have to be killed for it to be a genocide? And then,
All of them, right? Isn't that how it works?
well, apparently not, because if that's the case, then we would have never experienced a true genocide. All the Jews aren't dead. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, it's
So
just a
that
targeting of
is it
a
a
certain.
targeting, right?
I think it's a
But
targeting. Yeah.
but if I kill one Asian person with the intention of genociding them as a whole, is that a serious genocide? Do we call that genocide? Just one person trying to kill a bunch of people? I'm just saying, I like to
Yeah.
think about these things because if they say, hey, you know, foreign policy intervention, the US needs to get involved and start killing people. I say, what's the standard? When do we get involved? And they say, well, when genocide occurs. Okay, what does that mean?
Yeah. What
What does that
exactly
mean?
is genocide?
Because there's probably genocide going on right now with the Uyghur Muslims in China, maybe, and maybe also in North Korea. There's a genocide against their own people, and maybe also there's portions of like deep center tribal warfare in Africa where one tribe is being annihilated, and that could be a genocide, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
when do we intervene? It's crazy.
This is what we do.
Yeah, do tell. Give me your foreign policy stance.
We just leave them alone.
I agree.
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
I
Sometimes I
agree.
think that's the case, and sometimes I kind of don't. I mean, at this point, we've made too many treaties. We can't just leave people alone because we've said that we do stuff.
But just because we've made treaties, like it doesn't mean our allies have held up those same treaties. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
that's a good
not to
point.
mention the fact that most of the military co-opt action groups we're a part of, we do the majority of the funding in, you know. So
We could just build a big wall, right?
China, a
And
China
just
wall,
yeah, like a China wall.
dude. Great Wall of China. Come on, dude. Everyone's
We
like,
could
it's one
make
of the eighth wonders of the world. Why don't we build the Great Wall of the U.S.?
we could make the greater wall of the U.S.
Yeah,
The greatest wall of the U.S.
the greatest wall.
The greatest, frankly,
Frankly, the
China.
greatest wall.
Nothing on our walls. I think we do it on the Canadian border, keep them out. We could go down to Mexico, do it there too, and then we could even build it along the coastline if we want. But then we're kind of ruining beaches.
Right.
Or we could just start taking over other countries
I like that. I
and
like that idea.
expand the empire.
Well, what you mean is spread democracy, Helldiver style.
Spread democracy,
Dude,
Helldiver style.
I'm ready to get into some. You know, I've been a little bit resistant to this one nerd thing that you wanted me to get into, but I think I'm ready.
What is it?
Okay. I want to get into Warhammer 40K.
Yeah, dude. Warhammer 40K is sick, dude.
But
Plus, you're coming in at a good time.
Where do I start? Because I think I need to start by painting little guys. You know what I mean?
Do you want to do that? Is that actually something you want to do?
Guys, dude. Let's get together and paint little guys.
Dude, they are pretty cool. It gets expensive. It gets really expensive.
Warhammer 40K, like, what was the first thing? Was it a board game first?
Yeah, so it was a board game first. And it, like, I don't know what put it on the map, but it's got like tons and tons of books. So you can start with an audio book, but dude, this is how I'd start. This is how I started.
Yeah. Tell me how
I looked up lore of Fallout 40K. Of Warhammer 40K just on YouTube.
Like the gateway drug?
Yeah. I just looked up YouTube videos on it, dude. I got a couple I can send you. Some real good ones.
First of all, I would be lying if I did not say that I was influenced by Henry Cavill, also being a Warhammer 40K fan.
Yeah, so it took him, huh? I wasn't good enough?
Yeah, you're not good enough, dude. If you were a movie star and played Superman once, maybe that'd be it, but...
You don't know. I'm wearing my disguise.
Also, I'm curious because you probably know a little bit more. I've heard there's like this race of people that's kind of like defensive, and man, I'm gonna butcher this, but I saved the video. I might have even sent it to you, and they're like retconning it and saying that there's females when there was never mentioned to be females in the lore in this race.
Okay, yeah, it's the Custodes.
Custodes, dude, Custodes. Boom.
Yeah,
this is such a deep nerd episode. I apologize, but I don't because we love it.
Dude, Custodians are sick.
Okay. So Custodes and
Custodians.
This was the debate in the video I saw, and you let me know what you think about this. Okay, they're like part of the people were like, "There's never been female Custodes. That's crazy," and then other people are saying like, "Hey, 90% of the lore of Warhammer 40K is just like 90% mini retcons all the time." Like,
it's true.
Yeah, is that accurate?
That's super accurate. Yes.
So it's kind of just like the lore or the universe has just been overflowing and spilling out over time.
Yeah. So originally,
cohesive canon.
Yeah, originally, like there's like the God Emperor of Mankind, and he has.
Wow, someone thinks highly of themselves,
right? And he has 18 Primarchs, but he had 20. 2 of them are wiped from.
So is he like mystical?
I think it's 20.
Is he a god?
Kind of, yeah.
He's got powers. Of God.
So basically, there were these guys. The way that I understand it is there's these guys called Perpetuals, and they were like some kind of mystic people, and they all like created this sacrifice simultaneously, and they were all reborn as one guy, which is the God Emperor of Mankind. Yeah. And anyway, so he's like this super psychic guy. Like, he can like psychically like attack your mind and like make you bend the knee.
Ooh.
And he's like a super good geneticist and stuff like that. So he'll like create these like genetic warriors called Space Marines, but he perfected it with Custodes first. So Custodians were like the very first Space Marine, basically. And each one is like its own work of art, is the way it's described. And he like loves his Custodians, like loves them. His Space Marines, dude, he'll like kind of like throw them out like they're cannon fodder. Not really.
Dude? You would think he would get iteratively better at creating over time, but his Custodes were his beloved.
Yeah, they're just so hard to make. Like they're really hard to like make and mass produce. So that's where the Space Marines come in, because they're not as difficult to make and mass produce. But there's still like not that many compared to like as many humans there are in the galaxy.
Mm.
But anyway, they're saying, yeah, so basically they're like, oh, there's female Custodes. And like, I watched this thing on it, and there's like some parts of the lore where it says, like, it kind of alludes to that all the Custodians were guys, but then there's another one where it leaves it open. So the reality is, dude, is it's such a big universe, and they have different writers and stuff like that for the different books. So a lot of them just like screw things up.
Okay, so what's the most central piece of canon I should start with then? I know you said YouTube videos, but like, is it games? Is it board games? Is it video games?
No, you got to look up the lore on the YouTube videos, dude.
Dang it! I was hoping you were going to say video games.
You decided to convert at a good time because Space Marines 2 is supposed to come out.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Space Marines, dude. That was my stage name back when I was a dancer at the Gigolo House.
That's a Space Marine right
Space
there.
Marine.
I thought they called you Buzz Lightyear because you're a Space Marine.
No, they called me Tiny Tim because
they said show us that little Buzz.
They said bring out the little cripple boy and make him show himself to us. Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim. The funny thing is you used to be tiny.
Dude, I don't know what you're saying. Why you're saying me? We both used to be tiny.
Bro, you were extra small though.
Dude, okay, I would say that me and Ben were pretty tiny, but and Ben
you were like size. for all the kids listening. I remember we had to do this thing one time. It was basically this feat of strength, right? And it was the Trek. I'm talking about the Trek.
Yeah,
it was
reenactment of being a poor
pioneer
in the 1700s. Oh, well, the 1800s.
1800s. 18? Yeah, late 17, early 18s. Anyway, basically you had to pull a hand card and stuff like that, and you get organized in different groups. And my buddy Blake, you know Blake, was put into Colin's group, and it was only I think there were only two guys. And Blake is 6'4", over 200 pounds. And Colin was I
was a runt.
4'11" and 100 pounds.
I was 5'6", okay.
4'11" and 100 pounds. And Blake literally looks at me and walks over and he goes, I have Colin die in my group, dude. Guess I'm pulling the wagon myself.
Very true, dude. And he essentially did. Mostly because I faked an asthma attack the first day and spent the day in the medical tent.
Did you actually fake an asthma attack? Yeah. You faked it?
Well, I mean, I was probably having an asthma attack, but I probably could have stayed.
You're I'm gonna.
What's a big deal, dude? Childhood asthma is it's honestly just gay. You know what I mean?
Dude, I used to have asthma attacks too, especially when I
come out of the closet and it doesn't matter anymore. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's kind of weird, yeah, because I haven't had an asthma attack in a long time.
Well, I think I still have them. It's just it's not that big of a deal. You just kind of calm down your breathing. That's it.
I just breathe through it like an adult.
Yeah, dude. Kind of like you do through constipation. You're just...
I like to Dragon Ball Z yell through that. Yeah. Dude, yeah, Warhammer Space Marines 2 is coming out in September. Me and Alan are getting it and playing online.
What style of video game is this?
Awesome style.
Is it like a role play? Is it like a...
No. It's freaking... Yeah, let me see if I can find some video footage.
Find some stuff, dude.
Because
I'm really in a renaissance time in my life where I'm expanding my nerd universe. Typically you stick to a nerd universe once you get out of your 20s, but I'm expanding, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you,
I've been a Star Wars nerd. I've been a tech nerd. I've been... What else? Greek and Roman mythology nerd. That's a thing. Maybe some Norse mythology as well. I got into the Invincible comics. I'm trying to think of any other nerddom. But it's just fun to get nitty gritty with nerd stuff.
Can you see it?
I can show it on stream, yeah. Let's see. Have we got audio?
We're facing a Tyranid splinter fleet.
Make it big.
They engaged us on 2 planets.
Two
Avarax
planets.
and Kadaku. I'll be straight with you, Titus. I have my reservations about your reinstatement. There could be questions.
Accents.
Will that be a problem? No, Captain.
I'm so excited for this, dude.
Tyranids!
Dude.
My pledge
I'm kind of gameplay here. It looks really good. Skip into the like latter 3/4 of it.
Like here?
Yeah. Press play there. Yeah. Because
I thought a piece of that statue would offer more sport.
So this is all gameplay right here.
For the Emperor.
It looks friggin' sick.
It's supposed to be freaking awesome, dude.
Okay, you know what that looks like? If and you let me know if you played this game. This is one of the first games I was exposed to because I didn't have these types of video games when I was young. But I had friends in high school that played them.
You're gonna say Gears of War.
Yes.
I knew it.
Gears of War.
It does kind of seem like Gears of War.
Dude, we would go over to Matty Smith's house, okay? Is that his name?
Matt Smith.
Matt Smith, yeah.
Yeah.
And first of all, his lifestyle was crazy. I don't know if his parents cared about him.
He was like home alone all the time, wasn't he?
Dude, he was home alone all the time. And he could just have chicks sleep over all the time in random places of the house. Like, I don't think his parents came home. I don't know what shit was going on. You know what I mean?
So weird.
Anyways, good times, though. It made a recipe for good times. This is what it made.
Yeah.
It's one guy's house we'd come and chill at and play Gears of War at for like hours. It was insane.
Dude, I'm excited for this, dude. It's going to be sick. It's going to be big fun.
It's going to be big fun. All right, cool, dude. I'm in.
That's like what you do.
Multiplayer?
Huh?
Is that co-op multiplayer?
I think so, yeah. So this is what you do, man. You look up. I'm going to send it to you. I'll send it to you. I'll send you a YouTube video, and you start with that. You start with Space Marines. Because I think that's how I started. Because I started just looking up Warhammer 40K like cinematics, because I'm like, oh, this is pretty sweet. And then I started looking up Space Marines, because there's that YouTube video that some just like fan made, and it's called Astartes. Because the Space Marines are called Astartes. Like, that's like, there's Custodes and there's Astartes.
Yeah, so dude, this is what maybe you've seen this clip, but this is the conversation that I saw Henry Cavill have.
Mm-hmm.
And he's on this award show, and they were talking about nerddom or whatever. They were being interviewed by like a tech type of thing because they were on. It was a nerd type of thing because they were talking about Witcher, which is what they were a part of, right? So, they were like, "What are you nerd out about?" And he's like, "40K. Well, I'm at 40K. That is my jam, right?" And he's talking British because he's a hot British guy.
Because he's a British boy.
Dude, do British girls think American accents are hot? I don't know if that's a thing.
I don't know. Australians do.
Oh, Australians think American accents are hot?
From my experience, they've liked it.
Nice, dude.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they weren't complaining.
Okay, so so he's like saying that, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna start with something like switch to Custodes," and he's like, "Oh," he gets really excited all of a sudden when the guy mentions Custodes, right?
Yeah.
Like, "Oh yeah, Custodes. Should we? Yeah." And then they're like, "Yeah, totally, yeah." And they exchange the knowing look of 1,000 words that they're going to connect and do some stuff in relation to this.
Yeah.
And that's it. And it was so, I was like, dude, that's the look of passion, of joy that I love, right?
Dude. Yeah.
Because if I could like just summarize what is being a nerd about something, it's having an enthusiastic passion about it, regardless of the fact that no one else knows anything about it. That's what it is.
Bro, I saw some random guys. So me and Alan were we're just out to dinner, and we saw.
Sounds gay.
We were in a booth. Yeah. Me and Alan were on a date.
Well, you were in a booth, so yeah,
you were in a booth, and there was somebody there's a couple guys in a booth behind us, and dude, we could tell just from their conversation they were talking about Warhammer 40K. And there's this like thing for one of the chaos gods in Warhammer 40K. It's like blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull thrower. So I walked up to him to the table. I look around, and then I get their attention. So as I make it dramatic, I go, and they're all staring at me, and I go, blood for the blood god. And one of the guys goes, skulls for the skull throne. And we fist bump, and it was awesome, dude. It was so cool.
Yeah, dude. That's the type of thing I love, and I would love to just start making Helldiver references in public now. You know, I was just like, just do the salute or whatever. I gotta figure out like one of the most common phrases.
For liberty.
You're like, how do you like the taste of freedom?
Of freedom, of democracy. Dude, gosh dang it, dude. That makes me happy that Henry Cavill likes Custodes, dude. Custodes are like the coolest, like human warriors, for sure, dude.
Dude, here's the thing, and I'm gonna say this to the haters out there. I know it sucks that someone so hot can also be so cool, right? There's so many layers, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's actually what happens. A lot of times you meet a hot guy and you're thinking like, oh, this person's a douche or they're a jock. And I'm like, I think honestly, just cool things aggregate and stack on top of each other. Hot guys, they just are cool. You know, like
they're
us.
usually cool.
We're hot. Yeah. We got cool personalities. We're witty. You know what I mean?
Dude, yeah.
And we're not full of ourselves. We're like super humble.
So humble, dude.
Yeah.
Like everyone loves to be around us.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. We're popping heck.
Dude,
you know
oh, go ahead. Sorry, what?
Oh, there's just something that my brother posted on Facebook like way back in the day that he reminded me of because we were at our home of origin. And that thing was the fact that my sister was screaming at my mom, tattling on me because I was popping my pecs. And she was like, Colin won't stop popping his pecs at the table. And like my brother posted the whole interaction on Facebook. It's so funny.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I was 17.
That's hilarious. Which one, Chase or Connor?
Connor posted on Facebook, but it was Malia that was complaining. Yeah.
That's so funny. Why did he do that? Was he just like screwing around?
He just thought it was funny. Connor loved to tease, dude. He's a tease. He's the one that physically
so
teased our siblings more than anything. You know, the one that would walk by him and noogie him. Yeah.
That's awesome.
That was more the mental and emotional torture. You know, that's
yeah. You're all, Mom, Malia has a vape pen in her drawer.
Like, Mom, Malia is thinking about joining ISIS. Here's some documents of her correspondence over the last 7 months with them.
So awesome.
Just like completely falsify something like that. It'd be great.
Malia, what? Don't you ever talk to me like that again.
Don't you ever join ISIS?
Samuel. Have you heard Sam Hyde say that?
Yes.
He's all Samuel. Anyway, dude, so you're sick, right?
I'm sick with it, dude.
Nice.
Definitely sick.
Dude, how long are you in Washington for? When do you come back?
Coming back tomorrow.
Oh, you have to make the trek tomorrow?
Yeah, dude. And that's why I'm going to try and just feel good tonight. You know, I'm going to pound fluids.
Just a little cold?
Yeah, I think so.
Just a little bitch cold? Huh?
Just a little bitch cold. And dude, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it was all allergies, but
I bet, is it warm there? I bet it's warm.
It is warm, but the thing is,
nice.
like, I feel pretty tired too. I'm like, this is not allergies. That's
dude, you thought it was over a long time ago, but it's mono again.
Because my siblings in their unfortunate life.
Dude, Chase just had mono.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's the second time he had mono.
Mm-hmm.
And
they both broke their feet?
Yeah, that's the most hilarious thing. So my siblings, I forget what the fracture is called. Both of them in Utah, within a month, fractured one of their foot. It wasn't the same foot. It was the opposite foot. But
oh, really?
It was the same fracture. And this fracture only ultimately heals well if you get a surgery, which puts a screw in your foot.
It's the same bone, the same fracture,
same fracture,
and the same surgery.
Same surgery.
So funny.
And so because they're forever alone, let's say, and they have no one to take care of them.
Forever young.
No, but they needed my dad to come down and help them both times. So my dad like goes down, helps for a week, leaves for a week and a half, has to come back because another one broke their foot. Oh, it's so funny.
I've been loving it, dude. Having your dad in town's like the best.
Yeah, dude. Quit breaking my sibling's foot so you can spend time with my dad.
I know, that's what it is, dude. I'm just snapping feet left and right.
No. It's more subtle than that, dude. You're weakening their feet at night. You're going in with a little tiny hammer and
just chiseling
toes, weaken them.
I'm sending curses. I bought curses online, and I've been cursing their feet.
Ooh, dude. You know what I think is BS, but I kind of want to get into and make my own? Tarot cards. Okay. Tarot cards are.
You mean tarot, right? Isn't it tarot?
Well, it's spelled tarot, but yeah, it's pronounced tarot.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Like
TAROT.
parrot?
That's how it's spelled.
Tarot cards are. I don't know, dude. I don't trust people like that.
You don't like messing with witchcraft, dude. But I want you to think about it this way, okay?
Okay. I'm thinking about it
like someone who does Dungeons and Dragons, right? And all they're doing is they're telling a story.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make completely fictional cards. So you know how they have like these weird archetypes, like the witch, the mystic, the old man, right? And that's like what tarot cards are. There's just like weird things. And then some girl who thinks she's a witch is like, oh, I see death in your future. Or it's just like random shit like that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make completely random tarot cards. All of a sudden, one's going to flip up, be like, oh, Hillary Clinton. Emails are in your future.
Yeah, exactly. Delete your hard drive quickly.
Delete your hard drive immediately.
Bro, that could be fun.
I know. Isn't that awesome?
You got the Glock card.
Because this is the thing is like with AI, like Mid-Journey generation, you can make some like pretty legit art.
Bro, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, and so like I thought about this because I made a like my work was like, hey, make something with AI, show off your talent. They were like, they got this AI initiative, and I know how to use AI. So what I did is I asked AI to make me a website that generates boomer fortunes. So it's essentially like it's a website. You click a button. It's like, here's your fortune, and it had a picture of. Yeah, so it took a couple, it was a little more complicated than that, but it wasn't that complicated. And it just had a picture of a fat boomer at Walmart, and it clicked like, open your cookie, and it gave you a fortune. It's like, if you did what you always done, you get what you always got. That type of thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, like, I got thinking, like, dude, I could make really cool stuff if I just put a little creativity into it. Like, type of stuff that, like, I hate to say it, but numpty nums would buy, dude, because they're idiots. I'm just kidding.
Dude, did you to make the website? Did you just use ChatGPT?
Yeah, I used ChatGPT, and then I used one specific different AI tool to generate my perfect boomer image. But it's an open source tool. It's called Leonardo AI on Hugging Face. I'll send that to you, dude. I'll send it.
Send it to me. Send it to me. I want to see Leonardo on Hugging Face. Wait, say that again.
Images for free.
All of the images are for free?
It's because it's an open source website. It's an open source model.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, dude, this has just been an episode of nerdiness, talking about AI, talking about custodies.
Dude, you can't. That's the thing, bro. It's like I've been talking about Fallout all week, and it's honestly, it's very upsetting that you haven't seen the series because there's certain things within it that like I really want to like point out to you. And
I'll binge it fast.
Dude, you have to, please, for me. Because there's
the thing. Like when you're married, like I am, right?
Yeah.
There is the deliberation that happens with every show you want to watch, which is like, is this going to be a show I watch with my wife? Or is this going to be a show I binge by myself? If you watch it with a wife, it's way harder to binge because you can only do like one episode a night. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, this is definitely a Colin solo mission.
That's what I was thinking. I looked at the ratings and I was like, this is Colin solo. You know what I mean?
I don't think your wife would like it, to be honest.
Yeah, and to be fair, guys, she has her solo missions too. Okay, she goes and watches Gilmore Girls on repeat.
Judgy people.
Yeah. So
these freaking people, dude, trying to judge you for watching your own shows.
How dare they? You know what I mean?
They dared, but we put them straight. We did.
We set them straight. Those communist bastards.
Those freaking commies. Damn commies.
Damn commies, dude.
Freak, dude. Yeah, then bring up Warhammer.
Do you do anything magical for Hitler's birthday, dude?
I worked fighting against the dregs of society.
The dregs of society. Okay, I have one more nerd thing since this is like an all nerd episode. So the second Rebel Moon movie came out on Netflix.
Oh, did it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So did you watch the first one?
I did, but I think I fell asleep.
Yeah. So what did you think about it in general?
It was good.
Fell asleep.
I did fall asleep, but from what I saw, it was good. I enjoyed it.
My first feeling on the first one was like, it was all right. It was
Yeah,
pretty
not
good.
bad.
I wasn't like, wow, blown away. You know what I mean?
You're obsessed.
Pretty good. So, second one. I'm not going to spoil anything for you.
Okay. Appreciate that.
Sucked.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was just like, it seemed corny. It seemed cornball. All the dialogue seemed really corny. It was just like, what the hell?
I definitely thought you were going to say it was awesome. You totally threw me off a little bit there.
Yeah.
I thought it was what you're going for.
I felt like it had a lot of potential. But
they screwed it.
Really corny. I want you to watch it still because I think you'll like some of the fighting, and there's some cool things about storyline, and like the universe that they've created is kind of cool. But just the dialogue, and I want you to, I honestly, I want to know if I'm off base here, right? Because I'm not normally a critic. I normally love a lot of things a lot of people hate. You know what I mean?
Fair.
So
fair.
Yeah, I want your take on that. I'm excited to see Ungentlemanly Warfare with Henry Cavill and Alan Richardson. It's a Guy Ritchie movie. That's like, Hitler's not playing by the rules, so neither will we. We're going to send a secret mission, and you're going to kill these Nazi submarines or whatever. You know?
Okay.
It's like killing a secret Nazi base or whatever.
That sounds awesome. When's that come out?
It's already out. It came out April 13th, so it's been a week.
Yeah. What's it on? Or is it in theaters?
Theaters.
I know what I'm doing.
I know what I'm doing too, dude. So, looks good.
I gotta find a date, dude.
It's also just two jacked guys, Henry Cavill and Alan Richardson, who is Jack Reacher. Two jacked boys.
Dude, he's huge.
He's massive.
Dude, how's your gains going? I've been slacking on the gym the last 2 days.
I've actually been doing good gains-wise, but I'm kind of like stagnant on the cut, if that makes sense. Because traveling, it's really hard to maintain a significant calorie deficit with proper macronutrients, in my opinion.
Bro, I've had people in town for the last like 2 to 3 weeks, and it's been impossible. So I get it.
Yeah,
100%. I get it.
I think the attitude you got to have is you just got to say, like, we're just getting back on the horse, just back at it. Can't be frustrated, can't give up, just keep going.
That's what I did today. Today I went to the store, got all the groceries, got everything all set. Ooh. So we're gonna get on that train, dude. I've been talking about bro. Hold on, I got to talk to you about Custodes, dude, because it's been on my mind this whole episode, dude. Bro, Custodes are so cool. Bro. Like, basically the Imperium, right? The human empire, the Imperium. When Custodes join a fight, so most of the time they're like protecting the emperor, right? They basically stay in the Imperial Palace.
They're like the Emperor's personal vanguard.
Yes, and there's only 10,000 of them. And like with the Emperor's like palace is built on top of the Himalayas, so it's like basically the size of like, it's huge, right? It's like a giant palace, like the size of a state or country.
Wow.
And it's built on top of the Himalayas, so it's like takes over the entire mountain range. But
the Himalayas, yeah.
Himalayas, is that what they're called? Himalayans?
Yeah.
The Himalayan mountains. Oh, Himalayan mountains.
The Himalayas, yeah.
There we go. Yeah. So I was right still, probably. I think I was right.
Yeah, you weren't wrong. Yeah.
I wasn't wrong. But dude, anytime that, because there's like the Custodes, which is like the top tier elite, right? Then there's Space Marines. They go out and take care of business. But then there's the Imperial Guard, and that's like the millions and billions of human like cannon fodder that they just throw at the enemy, right? And anytime that the Custodians enter a battle, the Imperium just marks it down as a win already. Like, that's how renowned they are. Like, as soon as the battle starts, if Custodians come in, they're like, oh, that's a win for us. They just check mark it, dude. That's how badass they are.
Wow.
It's pretty sick, dude. They're cool.
That's impressive.
There's like stories about like, I get that it's like a fake thing, but there's like one who gets like half of his head blown off and he's still fighting. He like doesn't realize that he's basically dead.
That was a great like qualifier. I get that it's a fake thing, but there's a story.
Yeah, dude. It's freaking, there's so many cool things.
That's awesome, dude. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. So, but look up Space Marines, dude, because you look at Space Marines, you'd be like, this is awesome.
I'm stoked, dude. I'm stoked. I'm excited to get into another era of nerddom. So really cool.
And then, then once you graduate Space Marines, you'll be like, let's level up. And then you'll check out the Custodes, dude.
I shouldn't do Custodes first? I kind of want to do Custodes first.
No. Start at the bottom, dude.
What? Okay.
Because then once you graduate Custodes, you can look at the Primarchs.
Ooh.
And then you could just go straight for the God Emperor himself.
All right, dude. I'm stoked.
It's good, dude. You'll like it. Yeah, start with Space Marines because they'll get your teenus hard, you know?
Yeah. Some pubescent hardness.
Yeah, dude, you'll just freaking...
Okay, since this is the nerd episode, we're going completely nerd out. Which would you rather be into? Pokemon cards, which are the most mainstream.
Right.
Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Digimon cards, or Magic the Gathering?
Magic the Gathering, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a more complex gameplay.
I also the artwork on them is phenomenal.
They look really good.
Also, I don't know. I know the storyline for Pokemon. It doesn't really change much.
Yeah, it's kind of just like, I caught these guys, and now
Now I'm going to make them fight in a cage. And it's like, in the real world, that's illegal. You can't just catch things and make them fight in a cage.
Pokédex.
But Magic the Gathering has factions and different things. Yeah. Pokédex.
Dude, I like that. I like, I've been reading, complete circle. I've been reading a vampire book, dude, that you need to get into.
Yeah, I think you were telling me about that.
I'm on the sequel that just came out.
What's the...
I'm talking about it again.
Oh, is it an audiobook? Can I get it on Audible?
It's an audiobook, yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah, and what you'll love about it, I think, is this. First of all, they swear, but it's in a weird way. You know what I mean?
I love weird cusses, dude.
It's set in a time period that's medieval almost, and they talk like this, and the narrator says things like this. But for some reason, while they're talking like that, the names are in French and stuff. It's Gabriel de Leon, the Black Lion, right? And
right.
Dude, you're just gonna love the universe of vampires and half vampires and the associated gifts with the certain bloodlines. Dude, it's just badass. It's badass.
Is it take place in medieval times or modern times?
It takes, this is the thing, is it's kind of not our world, obviously, right? So
okay.
It's a fake world.
So they're fake vampires.
They're all fake. Yeah.
Well, the real ones, there's the real ones, and then there's the fake vampires.
Yeah, this is a fictional world off of fictional vampires. Right?
So fake vampires.
Yeah.
So for those of you listening, these vampires that we're talking about, not the real ones.
Not the real ones. Yeah, not the ones.
Okay, please continue.
Yeah, so they all have different blood gifts, right? Which is pretty sick. And
so is it medieval times?
It's medieval-ish. So they have they use swords for the most part, but they also have flintlock.
Okay, so it's yeah. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, you're feeling me now.
I got you. Bro, send it. I'll start listening to it tonight.
Oh, dude.
I love having an audiobook that I can fall asleep to.
Yeah, it's going to get the battles are going to get intense pretty quick. And then you're going to be wow, this is fetching sick. Yeah.
Plus, it gives me something to do while I meal prep a little bit.
I love vampires. Vampires are my favorite monster, and that's the end of my nerddom for tonight. So yeah, dude. We invite you at the end of this episode to embrace your nerdness, because all it is just the simple things that get you happy and excited and passionate.
Yeah. And it's perfectly legal, unlike the other things.
Unlike the other things, which we would never admit to.
Yeah. And neither should you on camera.
And neither should you.
So things that we would never admit to, steroids, I wouldn't admit to. I'd probably admit to that.
Actually, I definitely would admit if I. Yeah.
I take that back. I'd probably admit to that.
I want to admit to it. You know what I mean?
I want to take them.
I want to take them so I can admit to it.
Boy, I want them so bad. Think I'm going to start trying to do some peptides? I don't know. I think you need a prescription for some of those, though.
Sure you do. Sure you do, dude.
That's what I heard, too.
Whatever you want.
You
All
want
right,
a prescription?
Do you have anything left to say to the kids?
We love you. We love you long time.
Love you a long time. Bye.